Happy Father's Day, everyone. It's your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one only, here with another exciting live stream. In this video, I'm going to be talking about June 15th, 2019. Today is June 16th, 2019, Father's Day. It's currently midnight 35, aka 12:35 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Right now, I am enjoying some apple, pineapple, cranberry cream soda. I just mixed some juice and some cream soda together. It's pretty good. Yo, Shuri, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Yo, Sam White, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Of course, I am. Today, I hung out with my girlfriend Beth. We hung out at Lucky Dice Cafe. We did a Meet Beth stream. If you guys happen to miss that, make sure to check that out. If you guys want to learn more about Beth, it was an AMA where you guys can ask her any questions that you guys happen to have. Yo, Shuri Chan said Hunter Hunter. I am a fan of Hunter Hunter. I've seen most of the anime. I didn't watch the beginning. I've seen everything after the Rescuing Killua arc. Well, I saw the Rescue Killua arc and then everything after that. And now I'm in the manga, but I'm a little bit behind the manga, so no spoilers, please. I'm past the Dark Continent arc, so I'm in the arc that's right after that. But yeah, I hung out with Beth today. We made a RPG together. We've only written about 5 pages of the RPG so far, and I definitely dig it. Um, if we double space, it'll be like 10 pages, but whatever. We've written 5 pages of the RPG so far. We've taken some inspiration from Pokemon, which is one of her favorite. Bleh, which is one of her favorite. Excuse me, games. Sorry, I had to burp. Sherry Chan said I'll spoil one thing. The thing that he spoiled is something that I already know. I'm not going to read it out loud. You guys can skip his comment if you don't want to get spoiled on anything. Sam said, hey, long time no see. Sorry I didn't get a chance to tell you. My Wi-Fi was going to go out for a few weeks. No problem, Sam White. Welcome back. It's good to have you. I'm glad that your Wi-Fi is back. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk on the stream? Let's see. Professor Trevenant said, "Hey man, yo, welcome. It's good to see you, Professor Trevenant. How you doing today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream?" Sam said, "But I'm back and I'm going great. How about you?" Oh, fantastic as always. Thank you for asking. Like I said, Beth and I worked on an RPG. We took some inspirations from Pokemon, but it's going to be a dystopian future tabletop RPG in a world where consumer genetic engineering has led to people gaining these mutant powers that allow them to control the four major elements: fire, water, earth, and air. And you get recruited to a supervillain team that's trying to take out the superheroes who are trying to bring balance to the world. However, you don't have to actually do what the team says. You can kind of go off and do whatever you want. Um, the game seems pretty cool. I kind of like that it uses the skills and application system that I'm currently writing up in Sorcerers and Subways, but the combat is a lot simpler. Shuri said, "How do you make the RPG?" So we're writing like an RPG game book. If you've ever played Dungeons and Dragons, they have like a guidebook that they use that has all the rules in it. We're essentially writing something similar to that, but for playing our game rather than playing like D&D. Performer Pal said hi. Yo, Performer Pal, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Professor Trevenant said, I never have a question. It's just like 1:38 in the morning, so just chilling. Understandable. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Mm. But yeah, at Lucky Dice Cafe, they sell sandwiches, but you can get any sandwich as a hot sandwich, or as a salad, or as a pizza. So I got a sandwich as a pizza today, and it was pretty good. Not gonna lie. Sam said, Jet, I was working on Morphing Men a little, the 3 weeks, and that was fun. My brothers asked what I wanted to do for my birthday. I said tabletop games, so I'm making a one shot for the 25. One shot, oh, for the 25th. Okay, for a minute I thought you were about to say you were making a one shot for like 25 people. I was like, oh my goodness. That sounds like such a huge campaign. But that's dope. I'm glad that you guys are doing like a tabletop game for your birthday. That sounds really fun. Also, is Morphing Men the name of the game that you're making, where you turn into kaiju's? Because that's a cool name, most def. Shuri said, "I want to make an RPG, but I need a PC. Is there a way to wait that? Is there a way to make one on Android?" Well, you can make an RPG without it being like a video game. You know, if you make rules for how to play the game, and you make it where people can play it like using their imagination and maybe like some dice and like character sheet, then you can just do that without like needing any programming skills or game development engines or anything like that, and just have fun wherever you are. You know what I mean? Let's see. Performance Pal said, "Bruh, it's 6:39 a.m. in my time." Oh wow, yeah, you are many hours ahead. You're like 6 hours ahead of me. Let's see. Shuri Chan said, I might make a gotcha game. Oh, understandable. Gotcha games are really popular right now, especially on the mobile market. I know if Nani was here, he'd be like, Dokkan Battle, because Nani's a big fan gotcha games. Also, there might be a in your browser game maker. I wouldn't be surprised. When I was younger, I was really into trying to find stuff like that. And I know there was at least one when I was a kid, like an in browser game maker where you can make your own games. So I recommend checking that out. Performapal said, yesterday I was a little late for the tournament. Oh, were you still able to like enter the tournament, or were you too late to actually participate? Also, how did the tournament go? You mentioned that you were going to a tournament yesterday. Sherry Chan said, "I'm making a script of my gotcha game." Oh, interesting. Do you mean like a code script, or like a story script, or like a breakdown of like how gameplay mechanics work? Because I don't really know what you mean. Performance Pal said yes. Oh, ballin'. How'd the tournament go, Performance Pal? Kel said, yo, Kels, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Shuri Chan said, hey, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot looks interesting. It's kind of like a Xenoverse thing, but more with like a expansive but not necessarily open world with a lot of RPG elements like crafting and being able to pick up like side missions and stuff like that. I'm about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I would have preferred Xenoverse 3, personally. Or if they were going to make a Dragon Ball RPG, make it more like Xenoverse, where you make your own character and you get to explore the Dragon Ball world with more RPG settings. I think that would have been a little bit cooler. Not to talk about Frieza's brother. Performance Pal said it was pretty good. Oh, I'm glad that you enjoyed the tournament. Did you have any like really interesting or really close matchups? I feel like that's always good to hear about. Like, if you played like a certain type of deck, what deck did you face off against the tournament where you felt like, ooh, it was like a really like challenging duel? I feel like that makes great stories. Shuri Chan said he's currently working on the script for the story and gameplay for the gotcha game that he wants to work on. Understandable. Shuri Chan then said Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 needs more hairstyles. Understandable as well. I'm probably going to buy Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 when it comes out for Google Stadia. Because I'm going to probably get Google Stadia Base, which is for free, but you have to buy games on it, but you don't have to pay a subscription. So I'm pretty down for that. Your boy Sam White said, "Hey Kels, how you doing?" Then Shuri Chen said, "Laugh my ass off." Performer Pal said, "I was close to losing to Salamangreat." Interesting. So you feel like you had a really close match against Salamangreat. What kind of deck were you using? I remember yesterday you were asking about Crusadia. What deck did you run at the tournament? Bum, bum, bum. Speaking of Salamangreat and Yu-Gi-Oh, it was really interesting to see Kratos in the live chat. It's been a hot minute since I've got to talk to Kratos, and it's good to see him and see that he's doing well. Kel said, I just came home from my friend's birthday party. Happy birthday to Kel's friend. Bruh, 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 bruh. And I'm sad because I met an attractive Mexican guy, but I wasn't able to hit him up. Yo, did you get that number? Or can you get that friend to hit you up with that number? Because you could definitely still hit him up. Performance Pal said, but I went all in and yeeted him with Red Eyes Metal Flare Dragon. He only got 8 effects. Hey, congrats on that victory with Red Eyes Metal Flare Dragon. You the man on that, scoring. Shuri Chen said, "Hey, I was on Smash Bros. Ultimate." Oh, cool. Speaking of Smash Bros. Ultimate, how do you guys feel about the announcements that we got at E3 about brand new characters for Smash Bros. Ultimate? If anybody like is really down with that. Performa Pal said, "My Lord Kel." Then Shuri Chen said, "And Chi Chi won over Bulma." So you feel like you like Chi Chi more than Bulma in like your waifu tier list for Dragon Ball. Then Performa Palace said, "My Lord Kells, please notice." Ooh, Performa Palace trying to get Kel Senpai in here. Shuri Chan said, Akira Toriyama put Dragon Quest. Hey, are you hyped? Are you hyped that we got Dragon Quest characters in Smash Bros. Ultimate? I was surprised by the announcement. Then Shuri Chan said, we wanted Dragon Ball. They claim that they only use video game characters, like characters who originated from a video game, in Smash. So sadly, since Dragon Ball didn't start as a video game, I don't think we'll ever get Dragon Ball in Smash. Let's see, Sam said, well, Kells, don't feel bad. Just ask your friend to find a way. I know we'll find a way. Yeah, because I feel like you will be able to, like, get the hookup if you, like, hit up your friend and your friend hits you up with that, like, number and then you, like, hit up the guy. You know, you may be able to work something out. Or maybe if the friend has another get together and that guy shows up, I imagine you'll get invited and you'll be able to, like, meet up with him. Let's see. Performapal Pal said, then I was the one who got yeeted next round by Sky Strikers. Sorry to hear that. Then Shuri Chan said, "Wow!" Put up a bunch of emojis. One there's an angry crying emoji. Sam Light said, "And Jet, I'm so excited for Banjo Kazooie." Okay, I'm glad that you're hyped for Banjo. Shuri Chan said, "Rip the bacon," and he said, "Poor Goku." Rip the bacon. What does that mean? Then Nani said, "Hey, yo, Nani, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream?" Then Shuri Chan said, "Nani?" Nani said, "Did Beth feel awkward at the end?" Then Nani retracted his message. Huh. I still see you, Nani. You didn't retract that shit fast enough. Sam did retract his. Beth didn't feel awkward, no. Um, Beth was like, I'm only down to do the live stream thing for like a certain period of time. Because of course, me and Beth still want to be able to like spend time together and like hang out. We were working on like an RPG together. That was like the big point of the date was to get together and make an RPG that we think we'd both have fun playing together. So it was fun. Sam White then said, "Hey Nani." Then Nani said, "Sorry, didn't mean to do that. You didn't mean to like retract the message." Then Nani said, "Hello, Sam and Chan." Then Shuri Chan said, "When you think about it, we actually got Goku and Android 18. How so? Hit me up with that theory, or I guess explanation of." Mm. Kel said, "I forgot his name, so I'll just call him Bob." I wanted to hit up Bob, but with the little information I got, he only likes white dudes. Interesting. Then Kel said, "I'm light skinned, so I thought it could work, but my friends said it was too risky. But the whole time we were like looking at each other, but I'm not sure. I mean, you never know until you try, Kels." Then Shuri Chan said, "Good apple juice." So this isn't just straight apple juice. This is apple juice, pineapple juice, cranberry juice, and cream soda mixed together. It's not bad. It got flat a little quickly though, so it's not as bubbly as it should be, but I like the sweet fruit taste with the cream soda, and it's real juice. Then Nani said, "Oh gosh, gay talk." Hey, don't be bashing. Mm. Shuri Chan said, "I'm scared," and he said, "I think I'm getting bisexual." There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, just like enjoy who you are, and don't let Nani rain on your parade. Oh, I'm sorry, Nani. I didn't mean to miss your message. Nani said, "I thought Belt felt awkward." Bleh. I thought Beth felt awkward because of the questions I asked. Nani, I thought you asked really good questions because you were trying to gauge how well she knew me, and I think that was actually pretty interesting. Not gonna lie, I think the question that put Beth on blast was my dad was asking her like, "What are you drinking?" um, because at a certain point in the stream, you can see that Beth has like a hard cider or whatever. So Dad sees that and he goes, "Ooh, ooh, bet." He's like, "What are you drinking?" And then Beth pulls from off screen like a water bottle, and she's like, "Water?" And my dad's like, "Mm-hmm." He's like, "Right, right." Let's see. Uh, Shuri said, "I like BTS." BTS. BTS. Fuck. What does BTS stand for again? I feel like I know what it is, but I feel like it's just slipping my mind. Performapal said, "Bruh." Kel said, "I'm kind of scared of getting rejected." Well, I mean, that happens. You know, a bit rejection. I don't think is something to really be afraid of, because I feel like it happens, and if you like don't go for it, you won't know if you like would or would not have gone rejected. And if you do get rejected, at least it gives kind of closure to the situation. You're like, well, I know how they feel. I don't have to be curious about whether or not they like me or not, and then you can just kind of move on. You know what I mean? Performance Palace said, "Kels, please notice me, senpai." Then Nani said, "Hard cider. What's that?" You know what hard cider? Like, it wasn't Mike's Hard Lemonade, but like that kind of thing. Like, if you don't know what a cider is, a cider like Angry Orchard is like a hard cider. It's hard to explain what a hard. It's just an alcoholic cider. There we go. That's what a hard cider is. I don't know why, for whatever reason, I didn't know how to explain it, but that's how you explain it. Kel said, "Hola, performer pal." Then Shuri said, "Bang Tang." Whoa, Bang Tang. I don't know what Bang Tang is. Sam said, "Jet, I was thinking I'm making some abilities for the people who play kaijus. How should I make?" So you're trying to figure out how you're able to make abilities? For the games that I'm currently working on, I'm working on a game called Sorcerers and Subways, and I'm working on the game with Beth. For both, I have a system that are like skills and applications. So skills are pretty much like a specific action. Any specific action that a player wants to be able to do better than other actions, I call a skill. And what you can do is give people the ability to define like an action that they want to be able to do better than a normal action. Like they get to define it as long as it's specific, and then you're like, cool, and you let them have it. But you put a check in your game, like a system of like difficulties for different checks, and you say like if they're trying to do something normal, it's like really easy. If they're trying to do something that requires a skill, it's a little bit harder. By just making the number they have to roll on the check higher for like increased difficulty. Then applications are if you already have a skill, if you want to be able to use that skill to do something very specific, like to have a use for that skill, and you want to be able to be really good at that, that's called an application. So let's say when you use a skill, you get +2 to like your roll, so that you have a higher chance of succeeding at like using a skill you have. For an application, maybe you get +3. So you could be really good at levitating like rocks as like a skill, but as an application, you could be really good at using rock levitation to like travel. Like you could ride on a rock that you're levitating and like move around with it, stuff like that. So that gives you the ability to make it like open for players to be able to like do what they want, but then also making sure that if they're doing something really crazy, it's harder. Because for your max difficulty check, like the highest check, just clarify that for that check, players have to like roll like a really high number that's impossible to get unless they have modifiers on it. You know what I mean? And then you can say that like anything that's too crazy, where the game master is like that's very unlikely to happen or is of a certain scale or higher, falls under like this check, so that people can still have really crazy powers like my atomic breath can destroy planets, but it's just the likelihood of it ever actually happening is lower. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's a good way for you to give people like skills and abilities, but also make sure that none of their skills or abilities are really game breaking, or if they are like really crazy, it's like very unlikely for it to ever happen. You know what I mean? And then you kind of satisfy like the best of both worlds kind of thing. Let's see. Shuri-chan said, at school someone says K-pop and I say senpai. Then Nani said, if you get rejected, and then he called Ryan gay. Performer Pal said, Kells, praise the Lord, Kells, Kells, praise the Lord, Kells. And Shuri-chan said, DBL, Dragon Ball Light? And then Nani said, oh, it's alcohol? And then Nani said, I never had that, so I don't know. Understandable. I also don't drink. So I know where you're coming from. Sherry Chan then said, lol. Kel said, Performa Pal, I watched your video about Zark. It's pretty nice. Oh, that's cool. Then Performa Pal said, Kells, yeah, thank you. He said, thank you, my senpai. And then Sam said, Jet, I asked how many. I want to make enough to where there are plenty, just in case I get a lot of players. Well, that's why, instead of like giving a number, I suggested like a system for people to make their own. Because I feel like if you make a system where people can make their own abilities, and then you just slap on like different difficulty levels for checks, to where you're like, anything that's too crazy, I'm just gonna make really difficult for you to do, but you can still do it, and you can still be better at doing it than other people who want to do it but they don't have that skill or application. Then you allow for people to essentially do whatever they want, but it's just hard to do if it's like really, really difficult. You know what I mean? So instead of like putting like a number on it and making individual powers, kind of make a framework for people to make their own powers, and then make the cap a really hard check instead of saying that their powers can or can't do stuff. You know what I mean? Nani said, I need more Beth streams. He said, we need more Beth. Don't worry. I'm going to be going to Magic City Con with Beth next Saturday, and we may or may not do a little bit of streaming then. Kel said, no problemos, Performa Palkun. Then Nani said, when you did the whip, did you feel awkward or did she? So for one, Nani, I don't like the whip because it's a lame ass dance. And two, I thought it was funny when Beth did it, and then she said, "That's a whip." I thought that was pretty good. Let's see. Performance Pal said, "Oh my God, he noticed me." Ooh. Then Sherry Chan said, "No, Dragon Ball Legends." Oh, that actually makes sense. That is just straight up a game. Kel said, "You know what? I'm gonna hit up my friend Val, the person who was having the birthday party and is also Bob's cousin, tomorrow, and see if I can get his Instagram or Snapchat." Ooh, that's probably less creepy than a number, because I always do feel like it's weird to ask for numbers, but that's normally what people go for. So it's kind of understandable, but it's kind of weird. I think it's a lot better that you're getting that Instagram or Snapchat. It's just more modern answer. Sam said, when I say abilities, I mean like they had a second move per turn, or their fire attacks do more stuff, stuff like that. I still think a customization based thing would be like better. So you could create a list of effects that are like good, that like a player would want to activate, that like gives them like additional damage on certain types of abilities and like more moves and stuff like that. So you can make a whole list of effects, and then you can make a list of cost. So things that like give your opponent bonuses, excuse me, or give you negatives, stuff like that. And if you make a list of costs and make a list of effects, and make none of the effects, like make sure that all the effects are kind of balanced with each other, and then make sure all the costs are kind of balanced, and then you could have people make their own abilities. You could be like, you can have as many effects as you want for like your ability, but you have to have an equal number of cost for the ability. So if someone is like, I want a power that has like five effects, then you're like, well, your power will also have like five cost. So and it makes it where you get certain, like you get all the like pluses you want, but you also have to pick and choose what your minuses are gonna be. That also gives people a lot of like options. You know what I mean? Let's see where we at. Performance Pal said, "Yo, can you please watch the Zark vid on stream? Like do like a reaction video? Um, how long is the Zark vid?" Then Sam said, "Kels, you go." Then Shuri Chan said, "I'm gonna go. Bye. Ooh, catch you later, Shuri Chan. Thank you for tuning in. Good to have you." Sam said, "You get him." And he said, "Bye, Shuri." Then John Mason said, "Hey, yo, John Mason, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream?" Shuri Chan said, "I'm making a game script." Shuri Chan, oh, well, you said you're gonna go. Okay, well, catch you later, Shuri Chan. I hope you enjoy making your game script. Kel said, "Let's hope Bob doesn't end up like Chad. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed." Kel said, "Thanks, Sam." Then John Mason said, "Shuri, how are you?" And he said, "Good luck." Then Nani said, "That was a good one." When Beth hit the whip. Stop making the whip a thing. It's dead. The whip is dead. The last time I saw the whip, non-ironically, it was a bunch of girls at a hockey game. They play songs at the hockey games that aren't really whippable. Like the whip doesn't really work. And there's a group of girls that I would see at a hockey game, and they'd stand up and they'd whip, even if it was like classical music or something. I could just see those girls getting up and just whipping for no reason. That shit was funny as fuck. Let's see. Performer Pal said, "Not long." How long? Like how many minutes? Is the Zark video. Then Nani said, I have. Oh, he said, "I must say the shoot next time." I don't even know what the shoot is. Sam White said, "Ooh, Jet, not going to lie. All of that before went through one ear and out of the other. But I get it now. Sorry about that." Oh, no problem. No problem at all, Sam. John Mason said, "Happy Father's Day to all dads." True. Happy Father's Day, everyone. That's how I started the stream, was saying Happy Father's Day. Me and my dad actually have some solid Father's Day plans. Then Kel said, "The Zark vid is 3 minutes and 27 seconds." Then Performer Pal said, 3.5 minutes. Zark vid. I guess tell me a little bit more about the Zark vid. Like, what is it? I know it has Zark in it. That's all I know. Then John Mason said, "Wait, Zark from Arc V?" Then he said, "Arc V is great." Then Ryan said, "Hi, yo, Ryan, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream?" Nani said, "Well, it's a meme." You're talking about the shoot? What is the shoot? Perform Bell said, "Yes, Zark from Arc V." John Mason said, "The start sucks." Oh, of Arc V. Where should I jump in on Arc V? I know I've asked you guys this many, many times, but what episode do I need to skip to for where shit gets real in Arc V? Let's see. Then Performer Bell said Arc V is pretty good. John Mason said, but overall it's amazing. Nani said, did your dad enjoy the stream? Dad did enjoy the stream. He said that he did enjoy the best stream. Most def. Let's see. Ryan said, I watched like one episode of Arc V. Let's see. Nani's calling Ryan a furry. John Mason said, I unfortunately don't really have plans for Dad and I. Dad and I are gonna watch a compilation of the Eric Andre show. He's gonna cook breakfast, so we're gonna make biscuits, just like he used to make when I was like a little kid. We're gonna watch a movie on Netflix that's a comedy that features one of our favorite comedians who writes a show that me and my dad blah, blah, and then Dad's gonna cook some ribs. So all in all, it's gonna be like a pretty solid Father's Day. Also, Dad seems like he's interested in Eric Andre, which I think is cool. I showed him like one clip earlier today, and he thought it was hella funny. Let's see. Performa Pal said, I list all the bad things about it and why it sucks. Oh, about Zark? Interesting. It's like a shit on Zark video. Kel said, I pray to Zark every day. Then Nani said, is Ryan a brony or a furry? Ryan likes My Little Pony. I'm not sure if he identifies as a brony. John Mason said, Nick, you're going to have to start around episode 5, but might as well start from the start. Interesting. Then Kel said, even though it is a bad card. Oh, Zark? Interesting. Everybody shitting on Zark. What makes Zark so bad? Then you'll be like, watch the video. But like, what's like the footnotes? Give me the spark notes for that video. John Mason said, Eric Andre is great. Facts. I definitely agree. Kel said, you can jump in at the start of season 2. Whoa. One guy said, just started episode 5. Then Kels was like, nigga, jump to season 2, just a whole season. Then Performer Pal said, yes, Kels, that's interesting. Sam White said, I've never watched Arc V. I watched the original GX and 5Gs. I believe that Arc V is on Netflix, so I feel like if you have Netflix, you can check it out. Let's see. Then Ryan said, I watched Lionel. Bleh. Ryan says that he watches My Little Pony, and then he said FIM. I don't know what that means. Performer Pal said, it was to educate my friend who thinks it's amazing. Oh, you're talking about Zark? His friend thinks Zark is amazing. Why is Zark so bad? Then John Mason said, Yuri is the best. Then Yuto. The others are nothing. Nani said, when are you watching Eric Andre? Me and my dad are going to watch Eric Andre, like a compilation of it, together for Father's Day. That's going to be one of the things that we do tomorrow. Kel said, Jet, just watch the video. John Mason said, and Nick, your favorite dragon is from Arc V. Starving Venom. Ah, it's true. Let's see. Kel said, you only care about the dimension stuff, so you should start at season 2. True, true. Nani said, of course Ryan watches that. Then Ryan said, friendship is magic. Are there other My Little Pony things that are not friendship is magic? Performer Val said, watch the vid then. Come across the street then. I got you. Sam White said, be right back. Ryan said, Gen 4 is a good show. Performer Pal said, starring Venom is pretty thick. He is pretty thicky. Sam Wick Wiki. Then Kel said, Yuya is my life coach. You gotta feel the flow, my guy. Um, in the manga, he doesn't say like feel the flow. He says like I got a jet, and I'm like, what? Why'd they change it in the anime? Performer Foul said licky on my flicky. Oh, goodness. Mm, this is good. I'm at the bottom of this now. Let's see. John Mason said Yuya is alright, but there's a reason he isn't the one in Arc V, and it's Kaito. Then Ryan said the anime came first. That makes sense because the Zexal manga just feels like the anime, but made into a manga. That's why I didn't go very far in the Zexal manga. I was like, why is this the same? Why is it like the same shit? Let's see. Then John Mason said, because Kaito is best. Then Kel said, sticky on my icky. Ryan said, so they changed it in the manga. But why? Then Performer Pal said, let's make a movie. Oh, wait, is that from the thing? Let's make a movie. Wait, let's make a movie with me. Oh, because it has to rhyme with sticky. Wait, let's make a movie with me. Okay, now I understand. John Mason said the duels in Arc V are extremely intense, though. What makes the Arc V duel so intense? Like, what's on the line in Arc V during a lot of these duels? By the way, my niece drew that. I just noticed that was in the background. Uh, it's a bunch of hearts and a rainbow, and I think that's it. I think that's it. Let's see. John Mason said the stakes, etc., and the music. And then John Mason said, dude, the Arc V OST is great. I gotta check it out. Um, I'm surprised by some animes like OSTs and how good they are. I have never watched One Piece. One Piece has a pretty fire OST, not gonna lie. I don't know why, but since it's like a pirate show, I expected a lot of like pirate music. It's just good. It's just good music. I don't know. Let's see. Nani said I posted a pic. No homo. So I guess he posted a picture on Amino. Performer Pal said, bitches on my dick cause I fly like Aladdin. What is that from? Then Kel said, Nani, you here? What? Nani's right here. He just said something. John Mason said, Arc V is really worth it, Nick. He said, trust us. How many episodes is Arc V? Um, I have a little bit before I have to go to work. Because I don't start working until July 3rd. So until then, I could be watching some Arc V. Though, that being said, I do need to finish Adventures of Superboy, which I still haven't finished. I'm on season 4. Let's see. Then John Mason said, trust us. Then not able to question mark. And then John Mason said it's a lot, but then Performer Pal said, watch the vid, bruv. I gotta go get headphones if I'm gonna watch the vid. Uh, Real quick, I'm pulling up Amino. Pulling up Amino. Oh shit, that's a pretty good drawing. Kel said the Bleach OST is dope. He said especially the songs from Aranchar, pronounced Aaron Carr. I really like whatchamafuck it, the Ichigo's theme. Um, fuck, I'm trying to remember what it is. I remembered singing along whenever it would play, cause I used to watch Bleach on like YouTube. It's like dun 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 dun. It like says satisfaction or some shit. It's been a long time since I've watched like any Bleach, but I do remember liking the Ichigo hype song. I really fucked with it. John Mason said yes. Ryan said I watched the Battle City Finals. John Mason said the Spanish theme. King Boom said, why your beard got crush on it. I don't even know what that means. Ryan said Yu-Gi-Oh OST is the best. I don't know about that. I mean, I don't normally listen to the Yu-Gi-Oh OST, so I can't really say too much about it. Uh, but I am really impressed with One Piece's OST. Also, I feel like My Hero Academia, not gonna say the whole OST is fire, but I feel like they know good places to play music. They like play music at really good times to add more like emotional impact or whatever. Kel said, yes, I like the sad piano one. King Boom said, you got a lot of crumbs on your beard. That's just not true. I can like see myself in the camera. John Mason said, bo chibo boo 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 chibo chu. I don't know what that I don't know what that is. And then Nani said, "Oh, that's the #1 song." Then Kel said, "Nani, you and I should make Bleach OCs and have them fight. I think that'd be dope as fuck." Sam White said, "Back, sorry friend, sent me a vid. Oh, no problem. Welcome back, Sam White." Nani said, "What is OC?" An OC is an original character, my guy. John Mason said, "Nick, so if you have 100 people in your live stream, do you read out every live chat still?" I mean, I don't think that's ever happened. I don't think I've ever had like 100 distinct viewers all posting in the live chat. When John Mason said the Ichigo theme, Nick, King Boom said, wipe the crumbs out your beard. I don't have any crumbs in my. I can see what you see. Then Nani said the song you're talking about is #1, Nick. So it's called #1? Interesting. Also, I'm looking at the art that you did, Nani. It looks sharp as fuck. Did you do that in marker? I actually really like how that looks. I don't know why, but the marker look makes me think about Rurouni Kenshin for some reason. But I really like how the marker pops. Also, I'm sorry that this window is so small. But this is the art that Nani posted. If you guys want to see the art guys submit, whether it be like fan art or just art that you guys like draw and share, make sure that you come down to the Amino. A matter of fact, in order for you guys to get a better look at this art, I'll post a link in the live chat to your boy Nani's post. Definitely make sure to check it out. But I do really like your work with marker. That is solid as fuck. I really like the line in the hair and everything. Shit's hella dope. John Mason said, yeah. Performance Pal said, bruh, please watch the vid. Please. Send me a link. And then I can go get my headphones, I guess. And I can check out the vid. I don't like that the vid's 3 minutes. I wish it was short. Then Sam said, Jet, you need a Discord for the OG people. See, I don't really fuck with Discord. Now, if you guys hit up that Amino, though, I'm all on Amino. You already know. Nani said, yes. And then King Boom said, you got juice on your beard. But I don't, though. I can see my beard. I know that I don't have shit on my beard. Let's see. And then Performer Pal said, bruh, it's on my channel. What? Hit me up with that link. The link isn't asking too much. A link is a very simple thing to share. Performer Pal said, give me a minute. Sam said, Jet, I would make it for you. Make what? I got lost. I got lost in what was discussed. What is it that he'd make? Like, I'm trying to like scroll back. Your friend sent you a vid. Oh, you would make the Discord? Nah, no. Amino, hit me up with that Amino. John Mason said, "Be right back, gonna watch it." And then John Mason said the Discord. Then Kels said, "Here's a link to the Zark vid." Thank you, Kels. Then John Mason said, "You guys can join my server if you want." Then Nani said, "Number one, Nick. I know this the fucking Bleach song. I got you. Give me one moment. I gotta get headphones now." These nuts. These nuts. Nani said, "Did you like the drawing?" I'm about to smash that like button. Your boy Ryan said the current Boruto opening is awesome. By the way, I'm glad that you vibe. Fuck. It's like you gotta sign in first if you wanna like the thing on Amino. And I'm like, I gotta fucking sign in first before I like the thing on Amino. Come on, log me in. Hey, there we go. So that like button has now been hit. Kevin also liked it. Is Kevin online? Let's see. Um, Kel said, "Nah, I'm surprised you don't know what an OC is." Um, Nani might know what an OC is, but just didn't know what to say. Let's see. Kel said, oh, I already read that. Nani said it's Rukia when she uses the glove to push Ichigo's soul. So right now I'm watching Performa Pal's video. Sam said, so Jet, my dude, kaijus, what do you think yours is going to look like? I'll have my kaiju look like a... I'm gonna have my kaiju look like this. And Oxodal, which is my favorite animal. Nani said, nah, I didn't, bruh. Let's see, Performer Pal said, my voice was sketch. Oh, no, you're fine, dude. Then Kel said, Jet, you really gotta at least watch the full anime of Bleach. It's fully dubbed, and I believe it's on Netflix. All of it? All of it's on Netflix? Like, all of Bleach? I'd be very surprised. Aren't there cards that you can use in place of, like, a Synchro and Xyz and Pendulum? Like, aren't there monsters who are, like, you can treat us like a synchro dragon. You can treat me like an XYZ dragon to like take the place of actually needing them. In reference to Performer Pal's video, I mean. Because you really don't need 16. You can use 4. Because there are monsters that like take the place of it. And then Performer Pal said not anymore. Not anymore. Are they like all banned or like errata or something? And then he said that one got banned. But aren't there like 4 different ones? Then Kel said the final arc hasn't been adapted into the anime. So you gotta read the manga for that final arc. But is everything else set up? Then Performer Pal said nope. And then John Mason said, what you mean? Because aren't there, and then John Mason said the Zark arc? No, 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 no. Kells was talking about the final arc of Bleach, not the arc of, Arc V. And he said, that's not the final arc. And then John Mason said, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Kells was talking about Bleach still. You've seen a duel last 13 turns if you watch some of my stall duels. Huh, feel free to check those out on the channel. Duel and Nexus, but about. Then Kel said everything besides the final arc is in anime form of Bleach. Performer Bell said Zark is bad because of the summoning requirement. So, are you sure we don't still have those monsters that you can use in place of those like extra deck monsters? Because that's how I've always seen Zark come out, as like that. Um, I never see people summon like Zark using all the niggas. Performer Pal said Astrograph is banned. Not Astrograph. There are a bunch of like magicians, and the magicians have in their card text can be treated like a synchro dragon, and another one is like can be treated like an XYZ dragon, or it can be treated like a fusion dragon. And you're supposed to use those magicians as materials instead of actually summoning all those different things. Let's see. John Mason said there are better cards than Zark. True. And then John Mason said, but I think it's the nostalgia. Before Pal said the combo is banned. Then Kel said, I think one of them is banned. Well, if only one of them is banned, right? Then you summon one dragon of whatever type that was the banned one, and then you summon all the other normal niggas, and then you do the fusion, right? Like if only one of them's banned, then you can use all the other ones. John Mason said, I managed to get all the Arc V dragons out multiple times and quickly too. Are you saying that you did that in link format? Dun 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 dun. Because that's like the big difference is whether or not you did it in link format or not. Then Performer Pal said they are banned. And then Kel said combos can be banned. It's not that combos can be banned, it's that cards can be banned. You know what I mean? Um, Also, I don't need the headphones up. The video it was only 3 minutes. Um, let's see. John Mason said, Nick, we don't speak of Link. And then he put the crying emoji. The way that the tears are going, it almost looks like the water's coming out of his mouth. Performa Pal said the combo is impossible. Really, that's what I mean. I don't know about impossible. You get the cards, and then you play them. And it's like, oh, shit. Oh, hey, got him. Because those magicians exist so that you don't have to summon all those different types of dragons. That's like the whole point. Then Kel said, I'm gonna check if the substitute dragon magicians are banned. And then Performa Pal said double iris is banned. But if this one guy. This one, and is he one of the substitute magicians? It's just a double Irish. I'm not looking up double Irish. I'm looking up double Iris magician. Nani said who? Then John Mason said lol. Then Perform Pal said fam. John Mason said Nick, do you know what a canker sore is? I know who a canker sister is. One of the characters off Ed and Nitty. Perform Pal said yeah, but the combo is basically dead. Then John Mason said what? So a Kinker Sister is a character, well, 3 characters from the Ed and Eddie animated series on Cartoon Network. Weird to say animated series, like there was another thing that wasn't an animated series. Let's see. This card is treated as a Pendulum Dragon card. So, you just get a different Pendulum Dragon card. You don't even have to summon it. You can just have one in your hand. I had just realized that Double Iris's magician's suit looks like the like dragon that he's based off of. I never put that together until just now. That's kind of fire. I like that his robes match the dragon. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Let's see. And then John Mason said, "No, a canker sore. Um, is it like herpes? Sounds like herpes." Now he said, "Nick, want to see one page of a manga I'm doing and tell me if I should make the style like that? Feel free to post it on the Amino and tell me when you post it to the Amino." Then Performer Pal said, "When was the last time you saw Zark in competitive?" He said, "Look at Astrograph. I know that Astrograph is gone. He got hit with that ban hammer. I used to play Astrograph because I used to play Starving Venom, and that nigga was fire. And they had to shoot him in his foot. They shot him in his foot twice. Once in Astrograph's foot, and then they were like, and also just fuck Venom. His foot's going too. We're gonna cut off his foot. He's just not here anymore." Ah, ah. Kel said, "Yeah, only Double Iris is banned, and I'm sure you can replace him with Odd Eyes or something." It's true. The Performer Pal said, "Zark is trash, though. You could probably just build your deck around Zark and be fine. Have all the other magicians, and the magicians are searchable because you have like Pendulum Call and shit. I don't think it's that bad. Activate Pendulum Call. Get the magicians that I don't already have. You could use like Fusion Recycling Plant, and you could just discard one card, add like a poly from like your deck to your hand or whatever, or from your graveyard to your hand. Boom! I like summon Zark. You could potentially first turn Zark, because if you can run 3 copies of Pendulum Call, you can only activate one Pendulum Call per turn, I think. But I don't know. Zark doesn't seem that bad. He really doesn't, since all those other guys are still a thing. The hardest thing will be getting the dragon, because now the dragon is not searchable. Like Double Iris, because if he's banned, then you just can't get to him. Let's see. Your boy John Mason said it's not herpes. He says when you injure the inside of your mouth by biting or not having enough vitamins, and then your body does this procedure to get rid of all the damaged cells in that area. Ooh. So it's more of like a self-defense mechanism. Then Performer Pal said, "Yeah." John Mason said, "So you get this extremely painful ulcer in the soft parts of the mouth. It is so painful." And he said, "Wow." Um, so what is this about? I noticed that you brought up canker sores, but I'm like, what inspired this topic? Performer Pal said the only guy who has Zark that I know is my friend, who thinks it's super valuable. Well, I mean, it was from the anime. Kel said, "Performer Pal," he said, "I'm gonna find a Zark deck and play it against you." Ooh. And then John Mason says, "So, I bet my inner cheek." Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. And he said he got one and it's painful. Ooh. Rough. I hope you feel better soon, dude. Performer Pal said, "Okay." Performer Pal said, "Kels, how are we gonna play?" He's probably gonna try and duel you over duel and Nexus. What? Duel and Nexus. I was offbeat as fuck with that. Duel and Nexus. What? Duel and Nexus. What? Okay, that was better. I don't know. I did some weird snaps and it just didn't flow. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. But I hope you feel better soon, John Mason. I'm sorry to hear that. Nani said I posted it. Okay, I'll open up Amino. John Mason said, "Get this. It takes up to 14 weeks to days to heal." Mm. Did did you mean to say 14 days? 14 days. That's 14 weeks would be a bitch. I'd be like, ah. Let's see. Kel said, "Performance Pal, do you have Nexus or Percy?" And then he said, "I have Yu-Gi-Oh Pro." And John Mason said, "Not weeks, days." Okay, that's good. So, whose comic is this? Did you draw this? He said, "Should I do a manga, the manga style like this?" So, did you draw this, Nani? And also, this would be fine for a comic. Well, a manga. I wouldn't complain. I noticed that it's like lower detail from afar and higher detail up close, but that makes sense. Let's see. Kel said, "Do you have Pro or Percy? Because they're different." Interesting. Performer Pal said he had Pro earlier. Then Nani said, "Yes, it's a story I'm making." Then Performer Pal said Pro. Yeah, this looks fine. I think the lettering could use some work. The we, like the very first word and like the first bubble of your thing is smaller than everything else. I think consistent lettering can go a long way. You know what I mean? To making like a book easier to read. I like that you capitalize all the letters when you letter though. That's pretty cool. That is what you normally do, like in a manga. But I feel like more consistent lettering would be nice. Like this is like smaller, and then this is like kind of spaced because you like have more room, and then that's pretty okay. Like that's fine. Then you made Reingar bigger, but I think that was for effect, so that's fine. Then is okay because it's like the only thing in the box. Who got lost in the first place? That also seems fine. That line is probably a little too much. Like that's already bold. The line, I think some people might be like, "What is this?" Oh, that's who. I think lettering is what people normally get the highest critiques on when they like do comics and manga. So I'd watch out for anything that would be like weird lettering that could be harder to read or just like a weirder choice. But lettering is what people get critiqued on like the hardest a lot of times when they do like a comic or manga based thing. Because normally the art for a lot of artists is like not bad, but then the lettering is like, what is this? Um, but yeah, I think it would be dope. I feel like that art style is like pretty dope. I'm totally fine with that. I'll hit you up with a like button. Ba-na-na-na. Also, a lot of people are on the Amino right now. Shout out to you guys on the Amino. Appreciate it. Let's see. Where we at? Where we at? Let's see. Perform Pal said pro. John Mason said Nick. Want to watch the first 4 minutes of a vid I made? He said I don't want you to watch the whole thing. Why is everybody have all these longer videos? What's going on? Nobody's ever like jet you and check out this 2 minute video. And he said, but just up to this particular part. You want to hit me with that plot twist. We should probably do a video watching thing um, next time. We only have like 8 minutes left in this particular stream. So if we do it next time, I'll just have more time. I won't be like, I watched your video. Oh, and I guess that's the whole video. You know what I mean? Let's see. And then Performer Pal said Kels. John Mason said up to the Batman theme. The Batman theme? What? What is this video you speak of? Then Kel said, Performa Pal is the icon for the program on your computer, a dual disc. Then Nani said, okay, I'll do that, bro. He said, I bet you'll like the story. Oh, we'll see. We will see. Performa Pal said no, and then Kel said, oof. Then John Mason said, hey, I showed you a 30-second vid that time. And he said, but, oh, it's all good. Okay, understandable, John Mason. And thank you. I appreciate when you guys, like, share video content and stuff like that. I just think for, like, vlogs, I like to focus more on like what's going on in the live chat. So I feel like the videos it becomes a like split focus thing. Of course, it's like that for games too, but with games we're directly interacting with each other. You know what I mean? Perform Pal said, "Should I get Percy?" Then John Mason said, "Nani, it looks good though. Damn." I'm glad that you guys are vibing with what Nani shared on the Amino. The Amino. Hey, let's see. Nani said, "Thanks. If slot of people like it, I'm gonna make a book. If a lot of people like it, he'll make a book." Okay, ballin'. I'm glad that like people are like digging your work so far, and I hope that you do make a book. Like regardless, one thing that Stan Lee said about making comics, he's like, I didn't make comics to try and to appeal what other people like. He said I would write what I like, and he's like, I know if I like it, I couldn't be the only one who likes it. So like if I enjoy it, I'm sure other people will enjoy it. So regardless of whether or not you hear anyone who likes your thing, I say you should still just make a book because I imagine if you like it, then other people like it. I think it'll still work. The chat on my computer is trying so hard, but it's having trouble connecting. So now I'm just reading it on my phone. Kel said, "Yeah, you should get Percy. More people use it." John Mason said, "I'm actually thinking as I finish Trapped in School, I'm making a comic series." Ooh, interesting. I think that'd be cool for you to like write out like a novel and then afterwards do like the illustrated version of it. I think that would be pretty fuego. Not gonna lie. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of chilling. I want to get the live chat on my computer to connect. No internet, my ass. I'm actively live streaming. I know that there is internet. I know that it is here. Let's see. Nani said, should I color it, Nick, or not? Or leave it as is in black and white? I think leave it as is in black and white. Performance Pal said it isn't working. What isn't working? Percy? Uh, then John Mason said, color it as a different version, Nani. Then he said, or maybe specific pages. I kind of prefer the black and white style for manga, believe it or not. Even though I read colored comic books all the time, I feel like part of the charm is that it's a black and white thing. Also, real quick, my laptop just is disconnected from the Wi-Fi for like no reason. My computer's chugging to try and get there so hard. Before Pal then said how to download. Then Ani said, yeah, I'll keep it black and white. Yikes. Oh no. My computer disconnected from like the house's Wi-Fi and then forgot what the Wi-Fi's password was. That stink, bitch. I gotta try and get it reconnected. Why? Why? And then Nani said, yeah, I'll keep it black and white. John Mason said, download step number 1. Climb the shortest mountain on earth. Step number 2. Sell your soul to Jesus. Which is an interesting thing to say. I rarely hear anyone say that. Oh, the Wi-Fi is back. Oh, we're not talking about that McDonald's Wi-Fi. Let's go. Connect. Hey, we made it. Now I'll change it from top chat to live chat. Hey, just in time. We still got about 3 minutes left or so. Then I'm gonna go to bed and take my ass to sleep. Hey, Nani then said, Ryan, why would you sell your soul to Jesus? That is something that I could see Ryan saying. John Mason said, what bed? You right. Sleeping on the floor. But I still use common phrases like going to bed. Then Kel said, Perform Pal, you can look up a tutorial on YouTube of how to like download Percy, I guess. Hey guys, welcome to another download tutorial. I don't know why you guys don't just go to the site and just hit download, but I'm gonna teach you guys how to download shit. It's gonna be pretty easy. John Mason said, lol. Um, imagine a video that's like how to download like Bloodborne, and then it's a stream of like the PlayStation Store, and they're like, "Hey guys, here's my stream on how to download Bloodborne." So first on the PlayStation Store, you type in Bloodborne in the search, then it's gonna come up on the side. You're gonna want to go over to Bloodborne. You want to click it. There's a buy button. You can buy the game. Nani said, "What if the manga I make gets a lot of love?" He says, "I don't know what I would do." You don't know until you do it, so you should just do it if you want to do it. That's all I gotta say. Easy answers. John Mason said I saw a vid, how to play 3DS games on DS. Well, I mean, I don't know how you do that. Can you just put 3DS games in a normal DS and just play them? Or do you need to play 3DS games on DS? I mean, on a 3DS. Because I thought that was the whole point of a 2DS, was like, a 2DS is like a 3DS, but you can play the games in 2D instead of 3D. I thought that was the whole point. Then Nani said, bronies, Nick. They exist. John Mason said, well, first, you need a DS and a 3DS. Then you take your 3DS and you play it on top of your DS. Because he plays the 3DS on his DS. I see layers. This is like an onion. These are these Shrek tips. Hashtag Shrek lessons. Yo, we have less than a minute left in the stream. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. Shout out to John Mason, shout out to Nani, shout out to Kels, shout out to Performa Pal. Shout out to Sam White. Shout out to shout out to Professor Trevenant. I know he was on earlier today. No, it won't let me scroll farther back. It won't let me scroll farther back than 1:16 a.m. I know more people came on, but it's hard to remember everybody that was on the stream. Shoutouts to everybody who made it to tonight's stream. I'm sorry that I can't scroll back and see everybody's name, but thank you all once again for tuning into the stream. It's good to have you as always. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only. Logging out. Make sure you guys stay tuned. We're gonna do another stream like this at midnight. So I'll see you then. Peace. Happy Father's Day, everyone.